Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin trend is not broken, so as part of this technical analysis, I want to show you only the shorter time frame because I covered the daily in the previous video. If you're interested in the greater context, I encourage you to check out my previous video. It's still very much valid. No support levels broke, so the trend is still up and the overall forecast is still bullish as long as our support levels are holding. So what I'll do as part of this, because we're in a third wave rally, okay, I always tend to just move up the support levels in a third wave rally. I think that's the best approach to this. So part of the value of this analysis is that as a trader, you understand the micro support levels that as long as they hold, you know, there's no change in structure. I think it all comes down to a few key points here. Let's first adjust this slightly. First of all, it seems to me that there is a lot of euphoria. A lot of people are obviously talking about new all-time highs coming, possibly by the end of the week, which could happen. You know, why wouldn't they talk about it? Myself included. Okay, myself included. This is obviously a great environment for whales to sell positions and, you know, sell into the liquidity that's in the market. So I think we are close to a top. All right. So that's what I think. That is not really what you should be trading by, right? So if I tell you I think we're close to a top, that doesn't mean sell it all. I took some profits today at around 59K. I've taken very, very little profits only throughout the last few months of all the positions I entered, but I've taken more substantial profits. Still, compared to what I bought in the bear market, I didn't touch anything yet, or I haven't touched anything yet that I bought before October 2023. Yeah. So yeah, you know, here and there a little bit on the way up, but overall my core position is pretty much untouched. My hodl position, which is separate from that, is also pretty much, it's completely untouched. So I did, however, sell a good portion of the positions I bought since October 2023. Just to give you an idea, pretty much 50%. I share these buys and sells as part of the membership. I'm not a day trader or anything. You know, I don't have time for that. Also, you know, I couldn't cover that many charts if I was doing that. But in the swings is more profit. Okay, so I've seen it over the last few days and weeks in many of the chat rooms. People complaining a bit that they sold too early, weren't patient enough, and so on. So also here, you know, I could have sold too early. Do I care? No, absolutely not. And healthy profits. If it goes up further, I have my core, I have my hodl position, and I still hold 50% of what I bought since October. But if the price, when the prices have doubled, you know, it's time to take some profits, right? So that's sort of the idea behind this. I also think we are close to a top because this is a perfect environment for some whales to sell positions, to exit positions. I don't think we've reached the top yet, clearly not. So that's what I mean, you know, don't trade based on my opinion because, well, we haven't reached the top yet, clearly not. Yeah, so that's where the objective analysis comes into play, where I can tell you that 55,220 is the micro support level. So it takes a sustained break below that level to suggest that some kind of a top is in place. Some kind of a top. At the moment, there is no top at all. And it looks like we should still get another 4-5 pattern, as you can see here on the chart. Yeah, I go to the 1 hour chart. I think we should still get another 4-5 pattern. We haven't seen a healthy wave 4 yet. Now, sometimes wave 4 might not develop in wave 5, or it's hidden, you know. The micro counting is usually not very helpful in third wave rallies, which is why I show you it as a roadmap, but best to use the support areas, okay? So basically, you don't want to get too small with your position in a third wave rally, generally. So therefore, I usually give you the bullish support region. At some point, it will break, and that's our signal. Until it breaks, you know, it's best to just use it to ride the trend. And yeah, there should be another 4-5 pattern, but as I said, sometimes when there's a lot of euphoria, it doesn't develop and it tops a little early. Or it tops, well, it's not topping early because we are already in a larger target area for this larger third wave. As I mentioned in the last videos, we've done what we need to do. That doesn't mean, though, that the top is in place. So don't misunderstand the analysis. I'm still focusing on higher, but I think the best approach here is to be on the side of caution now. be on the side of caution. I expect a pullback. It hasn't started yet, so I'm not telling you it started. It's still going higher, and I can tell you the next level to watch, which is the next main level here, 65K, which is the next main Fibonacci level. We've pretty much, okay, so we've reached that 58.8K level anyway. Yeah, this was one of the next targets or levels. Doesn't care about it, just cut through it like a knife through butter. And the next main level to watch here by Fibs is 64.9 or 65K. That's pretty much also where we are already close to all-time high territory. So what can I say? I think there isn't really much else to mention other than another 4-5 pattern seems to be missing in the micro count. It might not show, please be aware of it. Zoomed out, it already is a full wave count. A break below 55,220 would be the earlier indication that this larger third wave has topped. Here, yeah, can't grab it. This larger third wave, but it would then need to be confirmed further with a break below the last swing low, which was here at 50,550 in this region. Yeah, so that's sort of also whenever we have 5 waves up from a low like this one in January, it's time to be on the side of caution. That doesn't mean it's topped. Okay, but it's the perfect environment for whales to sell. And then if we go to the daily chart, actually, I will show it to you. See, the next structural resistances will be in this region between 64,700, the third wave top, or 800, and the 69, basically 69K. Okay, basically all-time high. So there's going to be a massive resistance area. I might actually add it to the chart. It's an interesting one. So what you see here on the daily is that third wave that we just talked about on the 1 hour chart. It's got a different wave degree here, but that's basically one scenario I'm watching in the white count. This scenario is currently being followed nicely and is also still the preferred scenario. It's just that at some point this wave 4 pullback should start. If it starts, it's worth to know the risk. I will adjust the support area now, and the support area is now 38.6K to 48.8. That means, in other words, that this is the support area we have to consider for a pullback if wave 3 tops. And it is about to top, but that doesn't mean it's topped, okay? It hasn't. So I'm still going with the trend. Just want to make sure that it's clear that only when we have an indication of a top, and I will try to make you aware as soon as possible, then I can lock this support area to the chart. Until then, it will move with the chart. And I mentioned it yesterday in the video and also a couple of days ago in one of my written updates for members, that it is possible, especially in situations like these, when a target for a third wave and the target is already reached, when a target of a third wave is so close to an all-time high that we might get a wick above it and then a rejection. So I'm just very much aware of it. So I don't want to guess where this trend ends. Yeah, I'm not going to guess where this trend ends. We're in an uptrend. We are bullish. It's very bullish. It's a third wave. And it's a third of a third, if you notice. Okay, so it's the most bullish wave of a structure cycle. So I've seen it earlier today. People asking, why are we moving? Well, just look at the chart. It tells a story because it's a third of a third wave. So they are the strongest waves, in a trend. So it shouldn't really be a surprise given that it's a third of a third wave. And the momentum is typically very aggressive in a third of a third wave. That's also why I haven't touched my core position yet that I bought in the bear market, because third of a third wave can extend higher than people think. And the best approach typically is to just move stops or move support areas. Yeah? So again, I will adjust the price, the support area together with the price, and we're not far away from all-time high territory. And the higher we go, the more probable it gets that we will do that run to all-time highs and then possibly get a wick above it and then fail. The fourth wave is due at some point, but with the third wave, it doesn't make sense to guess when the trend ends. You just don't do this. You just don't, or you just make people think, it's going to be over, and it's not. You don't want to do that. We know that. So, and Elliott Wave helps us to understand that. So next fib levels, if we just draw the fibs just for this third wave, we have the next one around 62.4K. Again, here precision is a bit difficult on the daily chart because you have minor differences on different exchanges and they may have a huge impact on the dollar values. But 62.4K is the next fib level to watch there, really. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to add. So we just ride the trend, and as soon as I see a top in place, I will let you know. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.